Hi everybody, this is Sonia, and I am going to do another tag. I'm going to do the year in review tag, and this is the 6-month edition, and this was put out by D Stitcher. Hi D. These are some really good questions, and so I wanted to participate in it. Even though I have only been with the floss tube community, I think since April, I'm thinking, that, that's only a few months, but I have been, cross-stitching for, several years continuously. So I wanted to go ahead, because I have been cross-stitching for a year, to do this tag. Okay, question number 1 is the year going the way you thought? Pretty much, I would say that it is. Since I have become a part of the floss tube community, things have went a little differently than I had thought. For one thing is I was only doing one whip at a time. I would work on a project until it was done. So my plans for the year would have been to work on my project, get it done, and then start a new project. But since joining the floss tube community, I have changed that way of thinking. And so my year has kind of went into a different direction. Question number 2, have you learned anything new about yourself this year? Yes, I have learned that I can do more than one cross stitch at a time. I now have 2 cross stitch projects that I work on at a time. I know that's not many, but for me, only doing one project until it was completed, that is an accomplishment for me to add something else into it. So I have learned that I can manage 2 whips, and I'm hoping to be able to do 3 soon. And what I do is they are both started, and I work on one whip one day, put it away. The next day I work on my other whip. So every other day I rotate them. So they're both being worked on. I'm not getting bored, and I'm getting things finished. So that's what works for me. So that is what I have learned that I can do more than one thing at a time, more than one project. Number 3, have you learned any new technique this year? I have learned the parking technique. I never knew that existed. I have watched tutorials on it being done. I have yet to do it because the projects that I am doing are not of a real huge scale right now. But I am going to, when I start getting into the bigger projects, I want to try to do the parking technique. It looks very interesting. And as far as stitches, how to do stitches, I finally learned to do a French knot. I could not do a French knot all of these years that I have been stitching. I could never do a French knot. And I watched a tutorial by Sherry Burkett, I think is her last name. I hope I'm not messing that up, but it's Sherry. and she did a French knot tutorial using 2 hands. And I was able to do it the first time that I tried it. I have the wedding sampler that I've been working on, which is now finished, and I'll be sharing next Sunday. But there was French knots in there. And so that is now complete, and I was able to use the French knots in there. So thank you, Sherry, so much for the tutorial. Number 4, what do you hope to accomplish for the rest of the year? Okay, I want to get to where I can do 3 whips and kind of work them the same way every other day. I want to work on bigger projects. I want to be able to use fabric like the linens, which right now I am deathly afraid to use. I don't know why. It seems like it intimidates me to try to cross stitch on that, the linen and stuff like that. So I'm trying to break away from the intimidation and just go for it. But that is one of the things that I want to accomplish, is to work on linen fabrics, to do bigger projects, and to add more whips into my rotation. So that is what I am hoping to accomplish through the rest of the year. So anyway, that is my year in review, the 6th month edition tag. I really enjoyed this tag. The questions really made you think about where you are with your stitching. So anyway, thank you again, Dee. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, commenting. I do appreciate you all. Please feel free to leave a comment. I will answer. And until next time, everybody have a great day.